Hello, realtors. So the iMapp team has something new for you today in our quest to keep you ahead of your competition and just keep giving you new things to build on your arsenal of tools. Some of you have noticed that when you look at a property report and you go to the tax section, value information, you're going to notice a new badge and it just says located in opportunity zone. Okay. And as part of the changes to the tax laws that have happened over the last couple of years, one of the major things that was finalized in late winter here was the Opportunity Zone program. And it was created to stimulate private investment in Opportunity Zone communities in exchange for capital gain tax incentives. In exchange for investing in these communities within qualified opportunity zones, investors can access capital gain tax incentives both immediately and over the long term. Okay, so there's going to be a couple different strategies here. The program is more aimed at an individual buying a property within one of these opportunity zones and not just flipping it in 90 days or 6 months or whatever it may be. It's more aimed at them hanging on to it for 3, 5, 7, and 10 years. And at those 3, 5, 7, and 10 years marks, depending on how they have their portfolio set up and their direction with this, the goal is to pay next to nothing in capital gain tax. So if they're Airbnb and things like that, the goal is with this program is to give something back to the investor for investing into these communities. We're unaware of any other tool in Florida allowing realtors to search for these properties that are within these opportunity zones. It's still really new, okay? I myself, what I see with other tools that talk about it is usually a map and then like a section of a map, like an outline of a map, and it just says, this area here is the opportunity zone. But you can't like dig into it. You can't go into that area and extract data out like you can with iMapp. And that's what we wanted to bring to you. Okay, just in the team's quest to bring you the best. All right. Here's how you do that. We're going to go to the main text search tab. We're going to go search field. You can go to any one of the tiles as always, and we're just going to go to the drop down, say opportunity zone equal to, and you'll notice when you go into this drop down, you're going to have three options. And in the state of Florida, Florida has designated everything that's an opportunity zone as a low income community. Okay, so this is what you're going to find in Florida. If in the future they designate other areas as this, we're prepared for them. What we're going to ask is that you just go for the default, So when you go opportunity zone equal to and you go into the drop down, first option. And then let's take a look at what's in here. And we're seeing the first 100 of 5,000. So those of you that have seen some of our videos in the past, when you see this, there's generally far, far more than 5,000 in there. So let's dig in a little bit more. And so you can use this search variable with all of your other search variables as well. Okay, so one of the other features that we added recently that I personally am excited about for you to be able to prospect with is sales deed type. And so let's go down here and go sales deed type equal to. And the reason that I'm excited for you to have this is because it gives you even more opportunity, because this is where you have the potential to target life events. Okay, we do have other videos, and it is in our online training webinar series that we hold weekly. We explain to you how you can target different people with these deed types. So it is dependent sometimes on a specific county, but one of the most general ones that we see the most through all the counties is intrafamily transfer and dissolution. And what this is it just a commonly used deed type for divorce and probate. Okay, so we're going to do a start search on this. You're still seeing that there is a lot in there. Okay, a lot of potential. We haven't gone into using a property type yet on this video here, and it's just because we're going to strongly encourage you there's going to be a strategy for everything that you do. There's going to be, for an investor to buy a property, there's going to be a strategy for if they're buying vacant land, because there are definite tax incentives to buy the vacant land and build on it and then turn it into a cash flowing property, because the goal is to pay almost nothing on capital gain tax. So there's going to be different strategies. So once again, we're going to point you towards, you're gonna want to talk to a tax professional. Okay. I know personally in the Midwest, there's been a lot of different meetups and seminars and group meetings pertaining to just opportunity zones in the last 2 months. Okay, but let's keep digging into this. I'm just going to show you a couple other things just to get your mind going in some different directions here. You can add another distressed flag onto here. Maybe say property taxes are delinquent, and say yes. Do a start search on that. And the only reason I'm going and do a search on this and do a search on this, I want to show you that there's a lot in here. There's a lot of opportunity in here for you. The major thing is this program, the opportunity zones is new, and iMapp wants to be one of the first to bring it to you, bring you the most capability and opportunity for yourself, your personal business, as well as providing for your clients, capability to your clients. So going along with this, you could still add other things onto here. If I was going to use this deed type here, and I knew that it was potentially a death or a divorce or something of that nature, I could look at it a different way, and I could say, is the person a Florida resident or not? Say no. Okay. So if they potentially fell into a property through death or divorce and they're no longer a state resident, well, it looks like they might be having a hard time maintaining their responsibilities as far as paying the property tax. Let's do a start search on this. And we got 28. Okay. So this is where you might want to try different searches. Okay. Some of the more prevalent distressed deed types are going to be, of course, here, this first one here, affidavit of death of joint tenant. You're going to get different results with that through the different counties in Florida. Some counties use them more you'll see some counties use them more than others. Okay. But we're excited to bring this search to you. We feel as this opens up a lot of opportunity for prospecting and pulling in more business. As this program evolves and more people become aware of it, if there's anything that the team can do to fine-tune this capability to search for this, you might want to call the 800 number here at the bottom of the page, and this is on every page, or you can just enter in a direct support request. As always, we do pay attention to these when you send these to us, and just say, hey, I'm a realtor, I'm searching within opportunity zones. It would help if you had this type of data along with it. Okay. You're also seeing that you can just go on the map too, and you can still outline an area on the map. Outline an area, use the polygon, the square, or the circle to outline an area, and then just in that area is going to pull in all of these criteria. Okay. But also, when you a boon to you is I'm just removing that owner as a Florida resident to pull in more. Also, when you download this, when you go to the downloads, you go to the full tax records, Microsoft Excel, download. Come on, Bessie. Okay, and then we got that. I'm going to go up here to the download, grab that. Oh, and it's opening up on another screen, so let's move this over here. And so you're seeing that we weren't using a map on that, but even in the download, if you were targeting certain property types, you have the property use description here, so you could resort these if you're just going after certain property types. There's also the subdivisions here. Since we didn't use a map search on that, if you just wanted to reorder it by the subdivision. And this is where it gets into where you're going to want to talk to a tax professional, okay? Um, because there are different strategies with this program. Some of them depend on previous owners not depreciating the property in the past. So you might have to do some ownership lookup histories, okay? And as so with that, you're gonna have the deed types and the ownerships and the history and the download, okay? Then even over here, I'm seeing that they added in the flags for the low-income community. Is it an opportunity zone? So even if you're mixing and matching your data, exporting it, maybe re-importing it into CRMs or different systems for analysis, you still have the flags there that keeps everything on track for you. Okay. Uh, we're really excited to be able to bring this to you guys. We believe that we're one of the first in the state to be able to do this, give you this capability, and we want to keep finding ways to give you, our partners, an edge over your competition. This has been another video by iMapp. We want to appreciate your time and wish you a great weekend.